Marines acknowledge that physical fitness is a cornerstone of readiness, and maintaining top physical condition is a key enabler to mission accomplishment. Regular physical activity is one of the most important activities you can do for both physical and mental health. However, it is critical to ensure a balance between achieving fitness goals and preventing physical fitness-related injuries. Through careful planning and preparation, education, and proper exercise warm-up and cool-down exercises, it will never be possible to eliminate physical fitness injuries. But it is possible to drastically reduce sprains and strains that continue to be the leading cause of light duty. These injuries reduce our effectiveness in accomplishing our mission, increases the workload on others, and if severe enough, could result in lingering discomfort and aggravation for years to come. The responsibility to become smart about physical fitness rests squarely on your shoulders. Know your limits. Understanding how to push your body to its physical limits without causing injury due to overexertion is your responsibility. During this Fitness Without Injury video series, we will discuss the anatomy of the most commonly injured body parts based on the trend analysis conducted over several years here at Marine Corps Air Facility Quantico. This is only one piece of the solution. You are encouraged to create an account with the Marine Fit Force program that allows you to customize workouts based on your abilities. Utilize resources designed by Marine Corps physical fitness planners. Watch videos to learn proper form, and much more. Remember, fitness without injury is a lofty goal, but one that can be reached. So let's get started. Ankle sprains and strains are two common injuries that can cause a significant amount of pain. We often consider sprains and strains to be the same injury, but they are not. The ankle joint involves a series of interconnected ligaments, muscles, and tendons, all of which can be subject to acute or chronic sprains or strains. This complex ankle design makes it a relatively stable joint compared to other joints in the body, and this stability is essential to its function. The ankle sustains 1.5 times the body's weight in impact with every walking step, and up to 8 times the body's weight with each step when running or jumping. Stop and think about that for just a moment. Playing basketball, ultimate frisbee, football, or any activity that involves jumping or landing, a 180-pound Marine is landing on one foot with over 1,400 pounds of force. During high-impact activities, the normally stable ankle is subject to increased injury risk, especially when it turns or twists too far out of its normal range of motion. Examples include an awkward landing during physical fitness activities, falling off a curb, or stepping on a stone, clump of dirt, or stick when running trails. Description of ankle sprains and strains. While many of the symptoms and treatments are similar for sprains and strains, they actually involve two different body tissues and typically have different causes. Ankle sprains. An ankle sprain is a common acute injury, with over 25,000 people in the United States experiencing it each day. It can affect adults and children, athletes and non-athletes, and can occur as a result of playing vigorous sports or simply taking a bad step off a curb. Ankle sprains are caused by direct or indirect trauma to the ankle ligaments. In a sprain, the ankle ligaments that normally support the ankle are either stretched beyond their normal limits or torn outright as a result of this trauma. The sprain can occur when the ankle is forced beyond its normal range of motion, such as when people twist their ankle when making a sudden stop on an athletic field or track, walking or running on an uneven surface, or when tripping over an obstacle. If not treated or with repeated sprains of the same tissues, pain and dysfunction from acute ankle sprains can become chronic. Ankle strains. An ankle strain is an injury that occurs when ankle muscles and/or their connecting tendons are either stretched beyond their normal limits or torn outright. Strains may be acute or chronic. The muscular injury often occurs at the point where the muscle connects to a tendon, and may be a side effect of or coexist with ankle tendonitis, which is the acute inflammation of one or more tendons in the ankle. Less common than ankle sprains. Ankle strains often occur due to chronic overuse of the ankle. This type of injury can occur due to activities such as running long distances, repeated hard landings from jumping, such as in basketball laps or volleyball sets, or repeated hard articulations of the ankle, such as going up on tiptoe in ballet or gymnastics. Ankle strains can also occur due to an acute injury, such as a direct blow onto the lower body, or being tripped or tackled on the legs during contact sports. Strains can also occur due to overstretching of the ankle, or by excessive contracting of the muscles, which can occur when lifting heavy leg weights or kicking a ball forcefully. Understanding these two distinct conditions can help injured people seek the right treatment and avoid possible re-injury. Ligaments are a type of soft tissue that is made up mostly of collagen. Ligaments have low vascularity, which means they do not receive much blood flow. This lack of blood flow makes ligaments slower to heal than other types of soft tissue. Unlike tendons, which connect muscle to bone, ligaments connect bones to other bones. There are several major ligaments in the ankle. 3 ligaments on the outside of the ankle that make up the lateral ligament complex as follows. The anterior talofibular ligament, ATFL, which connects the front of the talus bone to a long bone in the lower leg called the fibula. The calcaneofibular ligament, CFL, which connects the calcaneus or heel bone to the fibula. The posterior talofibular ligament, PTFL, which connects the rear of the talus bone to the fibula. The deltoid ligament, a thick ligament that supports the entire medial or inner side of the ankle and is made up of the anterior tibial-talar ligament, ATTL, posterior tibial-talar ligament, PTTL, tibiocalcaneal ligament, TCL, tibio-navicular ligament, TNL, the anterior inferior tibiofibular ligament, AITFL, which connects the tibia to the fibula, 2 posterior fibular ligaments, which crisscross the back of the tibia and fibula. The posterior inferior tibiofibular ligament, PITFL, the transverse ligament, the interosseous ligament, which rests between the tibia and fibula and runs the entire length of the tibia and fibula from the ankle to the knee. The various ligaments that surround the ankle together help form part of the joint capsule, a fluid-filled sac that surrounds and lubricates articulating joints. Risk factors for developing ankle sprains and strains include, but are not limited to, poor athletic conditioning. Anyone who attempts strenuous athletic activities without prior conditioning, such as a regular routine of ankle and calf stretching and strengthening exercises, runs an increased risk of spraining or straining the ankle ligaments and muscles during activity. Muscle and ligament fatigue. When muscles and ligaments become fatigued at or near the end of a vigorous activity, people run a higher risk of injury if they push through the fatigue in pursuit of more activity instead of resting. For example, someone running a marathon may run a higher risk of ankle sprains or strains during the last few miles of the race. Not warming up before activity. Athletes who go right into vigorous activity without doing a gradual warm-up session beforehand, such as gentle stretching and walking before starting a sprint, run a higher risk of ankle sprains and strains. Without a warm-up period, muscles and ligaments will remain tight, and less flexibility means greater risk for stretches and tears. Carrying excess weight. Excess weight places greater impact load onto the joints when walking, running, and jumping, which can increase the likelihood that ligaments and/or muscles will be stretched or torn during activity. For occupations where carrying packs, equipment, or other heavy gear, it is important to remember the greater the weight attached to the body, the more force the ankle is required to carry. Inappropriate footwear. Not wearing supportive footwear that is designed for the specific type of playing or walking surface being used can increase risk for developing ankle sprains and strains. For example, wearing high-heeled shoes while walking on an uneven or icy surface, or wearing low-top shoes instead of high tops when playing basketball. Prior history of sprains or strains. Persons who have had sprains or strains in the past have a higher risk of undergoing the same injury again than persons who have never had an ankle sprain or strain. Can I prevent a sprained ankle? It's impossible to prevent all ankle sprains, but these tips can make another one less likely. Stretch regularly to keep your ankles flexible. Do ankle range of motion and strengthening exercises to keep your muscles strong. Always warm up before playing sports, exercising, conducting a PFT, CFT, or doing any other kind of physical activity. Watch your step when you're walking or running on trails, uneven or cracked surfaces. Don't overdo it. Being tired can make an injury more likely. Use tape, lace up ankle braces or high-top shoes to support the ankle. Wear shoes that fit well. Tie any laces and close any Velcro or other straps to make the shoes as supported as possible. Wear shoes that are appropriate for the activity you are engaged in. Create that account we discussed earlier with the Marine Corps Fit Force program and find specific exercises that strengthen the foot and leg muscles. Keep in touch with the unit's Force Fitness instructor, who has been trained to help you plan your physical fitness activities to a point of maximum effectiveness, without reaching the point of failure or injury. Finally, not overdoing things is key when it comes to sprains. If you do encounter an ankle sprain or strain, follow the medical officer's advice and don't push yourself or feel pressure to get back into your physical fitness routine or other activities too soon. Sprains usually heal well, but they need time to get fully better. If you have any questions about this video or others in this Fitness Without Injury series, contact the CAF Safety Office, the Command Force Fitness Instructor, or the Command's medical officer or staff.